Helldivers tutorial leaves a lot to be desired, so we are going to speedrun stuff the tutorial does not tell you about. First of all, your acquisitions at the top. This is where you spend your medals as well as your super credits. Your free one will have plenty of stuff. It's always good to focus on this one. Start it out quick. You can get your boosters, your different weapons. Boosters apply to everyone on the team. It's always good to bring one of those. The rest you can unlock at your own leisure. Democratic Detonation will probably be the best one to spend your super credits on. It's good to save those unless you want something specific from the superstore. The war bonds are going to give you the best return on investment. Democratic Detonation is typically what most people will recommend. It allows you to create loadouts for any faction you'll be facing. Over on the left side of the ship, yours will look a little different when you start. This is where you spend both your requisition slips as well as your samples. You can unlock different stratagems, different orbital support, different hangar support, different support weapons. As you get down, you'll find ones that are locked behind war bonds. These have to be purchased in the war bond with the medal after buying the war bond with super credits. You have your ship modules. These are in groups of 5. The cheapest one will be at the top of each individual category. You can complete these categories in any order. You do not have to complete any category before doing the others. The cheapest way to do it is get the first 1 or 2 upgrades from each category and progress from there. Vehicle customization, that'll be more down the road. Over here you have your Super High Command Center. This gives you information on the major orders. Participating in these can unlock certain items such as your helmet and increased war bond medals. On the left side we have the armory. This is where you can find all your different weapons, your primaries, your secondaries, and your throwables. One of the more important stats for each weapon is down here for the weapon traits such as medium armor penetration, light armor penetration, suppressed, incendiary, explosive. The benefit of explosive trait is certain enemies have what's called durable damage. It's basically the big squishy enemies take reduced bullet damage. So if you want to do full damage to the enemies, it's best to use an explosive weapon to do so.
Determined
Starting
its
your own mission,
salvation.
you walk up to the table. Select the planet you want to participate on. The major orders are able to be viewed with the targets. Defense missions are able to be viewed with the little shield. Flags indicate specific certain modifiers, usually the enemy types such as cyborgs. Once you complete a set of missions at a certain difficulty, such as a single trivial mission, you'll unlock the next difficulty of missions. On the lower difficulties, it will only be 1 mission. Once you get to the higher difficulties, it will be up to 3. If you hit E, as long as you're on PC, that's how you up the difficulty. That tends to trip up new players who end up stuck on difficulty 1.
Our city must be reclaimed.
When selecting a mission, you can always hit R to quick play. That'll take you to an SOS beacon where you'll join people currently playing. You hit the tab button, it'll scan the planet. Certain missions will be available. These are ones that other players are currently actively on. If you wish to start your own mission, you have to go to the gold backgrounded missions such as this one. And the missions you will have will be available within the golden borders.
Your salvation.
If you're tired of people joining your game, even though you don't want them to, you can always go to Options and change your category here to Invite Only, Public, Friends Only. That is your call.